Sixx Sense with Nikki Sixx.
I found this Randy Rhoads fan. Randy Rhoads was the guitar player originally in Quiet Riot and obviously best known for his work with Ozzy. We all know that Randy was in an airplane that was buzzing Ozzy's bus and it crashed into the bus and he died. He was one of the most influential guitar players of modern age. You know, the Eddie Van Halens, the Randy Rhoads. And I was friends with Randy. And Randy used to stand in front of me when I played in London, and we make stupid faces. And I would stand in front of him when he was in Quiet Riot, and they were looking for a bass player. I remember like hanging out with Randy and his mom, and had my bass rig at his house. You know, he had a twin bed on the floor, and he had a poster of Jimi Hendrix on the wall. I remember that, just like as clear as like right here. And I found this fan, I started following them, and they have all these photos of Randy that I've never seen. But during the time I knew him, before Ozzy, during Ozzy, and stuff that's mind-blowing, like Ozzy, and I think it was Bob Daisley playing bass, Randy, and he was famous for his flying V, the polka dot flying V, and famous for his white 70s Les Paul. But there's these other guitars in the background. I was talking to Rudy Sarzo about this, and I'm like, I never even knew he played those kind of guitars. And these photos, these behind-the-scene photos, and it's because of Instagram. It's unbelievable. There's like photos of him when he was about 17 years old, like at his mom's house. Like, we get to see this stuff, and I see photos of like Hendrix that I've never seen.
Yeah.
Kurt Cobain when he was a kid. I see photos of my own band members in Motley Crue when they were kids that I've never seen before, and I knew these men for 35 years. Pictures of Tommy when he was in another band. Pictures of me that I never saw when I was playing in the 70s in Seattle and in Hollywood.
Are there any pictures that have shocked you or surprised you or...
I've seen a lot of photos because Motley was wild and we didn't really care about cameras and stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of photos, a lot of naked photos of us, a lot of drugs, a lot of orgies. Like, girls had cameras. Phones, we would put the internet out of business. I'm really loving that. That's kind of my new thing.
I'm going to do that tonight. I haven't
Just
taken that.
Think of anybody and
down a hole.
hashtag them and go look for it.
Okay.
Put in my name.
Oh, boy.
And it's unbelievable, like the stuff you will see. You know, if I was with you, I'd go, oh, man, I remember designing these stage pants. I remember the first day I got this bass. I remember that gig. There's a photo of me playing in the 70s in my band London. I remember that we got in a fight with the headliner because they wanted to turn their equipment around backwards so it didn't look like our equipment because it didn't want to look like we had more equipment than we did. Stupid like that. I remember that.
Nikki Sixx and Jen on the Sixx Sense.